There's a sentence that stayed with me for a long time. I heard it a while back, but kind of just never went away. It goes like this: You only get one life, and it is your duty to live it as full as possible. I'll say it one more time. You only get one life, and it is your duty to live it as fully as possible. It's not your opportunity, not your preference, your duty. Because when you really stop and think about it, that idea is both inspiring and uncomfortable. We only get one shot at this, one lifetime of mornings, one collection of relationships, one chance to become who we are capable of becoming. And yet so many of us live as if there will always be more time. We say, I'll start later. I'll pursue the dream someday. I'll slow down after this busy season. But life keeps moving while we wait. Days become months and months become years, and one day we wonder where the time went. I think one of the greatest dangers in life is not failure, it's drift. It's waking up every day on autopilot, following routines we never questioned, living according to the expectations we never consciously chose. Because drift feels safe. But growth rarely happens inside comfort. The moments that shape us are most usually the moments that require courage. Difficult conversations, career changes, the decision to finally pursue something meaningful. Intentional living begins the moment you stop waiting for permission. Because there is no perfect moment coming. The people we admire most are not people who had no fear. They're the people who acted despite it. And intentionality isn't only about massive life decisions. It's about the small choices we make each day. How we spend our time, what we give our attention to, whether we are fully present with the people around us. Our lives are built in ordinary moments. A meaningful life is rarely created through one giant decision. It's created through thousands of small decisions made consistently over time. Think about your work for a moment. Whether you lead a company, raise children, teach students, or support a team, are you showing up intentionally? Or are you just surviving the week? Because there's a difference between being busy and being purposeful. Movement alone is not progress. Intentionality forces us to ask harder questions. What actually matters to me? What kind of life am I building? What do I want people to remember about the way I lived? And eventually, achievement fades. Titles change and careers evolve, but the impact we have on people lasts. That's why intentional living is also about relationships. At the end of life, very few people wish they had spent more time working. People wish they had loved more deeply, taken more chances, been more present. Connection, it gives life meaning. And building meaningful relationships takes intention too. It requires us to slow down enough to truly listen, to care, to show up for people who matter most. And yes, intentional living involves risk as well. Because every meaningful transformation begins with uncertainty. Growth is uncomfortable, change is uncomfortable, but also regret is uncomfortable. And if we're going to choose discomfort, we should choose the kind that leads to something better. So here's the challenge I want to leave you with today. If you only get one life, what would it look like to truly live it? Not someday, not when conditions are perfect, right now. What conversations need to happen? What dreams need to be pursued? What part of you have you been postponing for too long? What's that random thing that's been on your to-do list for way, way too long? Because the world does not need more people sleepwalking through it. It needs people who are awake, people who live deliberately, people who love deeply, people who act with courage, even when certainty is unavailable. You only get one life, so take the chance. Start the project, have the conversation, pursue the calling. Because in the end, life is not measured by how safely we played it. It's measured by how fully we showed up. You only get one life. Make it count.